now that the Critical Thinking League has isolated exactly what causes pregnancy, we've taken our findings to the humans, and they have said, we don't want to regulate men's bodies. Shocking. Who predicted this? Probably every female that has ever existed. Now that we know 100% certain the factor in what causes pregnancy can only come from the man, the male body, from them, doesn't it seem that they should be taking part of the responsibility of not making children? Why is it solely on her? She can't get herself pregnant. When we proposed our findings to the males of the population, not all of them, some of them are probably on board because some of them are actually smart, but not all of them, definitely. Not the majority, not the ones that are in charge. Not the ones that say stuff like, oh, well, getting pregnant is 100% a woman's responsibility. Which is interesting because she literally can't. I mean, sure, she can track her cycle, she can take birth control, but the remaining factor is, my finger was in the way. The remaining factor remains, if the men don't come, then she can't get pregnant. So, logically, the responsible thing to do is, that's when you guys chime in with the answer. I mean, if the goal is not having children, then one would think no deposits would need to be made. Therefore, no pregnancy can occur. Does that sound fair? It takes two, they say. So if the only one in this scenario that can get her pregnant is the guy, then that would seem to me, logically, the responsibility is his. On the other end of the spectrum, once she is pregnant, deciding where to go from there is 100% her responsibility, since it's occurring inside her body. Yes? Logic? Are you with me? I know logic is a dying language these days, but come on, people. But nobody, or a majority, I'd say, doesn't want to take responsibility. They just want to be able to come and leave and be done with it. Isn't that interesting? And then society blames the woman. She's not allowed to have any say in what happens next. She's not even allowed to enjoy what happened in order to get pregnant to begin with, It's still kind of taboo that women actually enjoy that aspect of life. Well, our lying back and thinking of England is over, people. We're willing participants, at least we should be. Because if we're unwilling, there's a whole other thing happening there, and that's super uncool. And I don't give a fuck what your personal views are, but if you're married and she says no, that's still rape. At any point, if she says no and you force her, that's rape. If you say things like, I'll buy you this, I'll get you that, that's still rape, but you're just like giving her a prize. It doesn't stop your action. It doesn't change what you are actually doing. It's manipulation and rape. And it's not okay. And can anybody answer what is this driving need to keep humans going to begin with? It's not something I feel, so it's not something I understand. To me, it seems selfish to have children, honestly. With my individual view of life and the world and how you're treated, especially if you're unfortunate enough to end up in a female body. I wouldn't want to subject children to this that we call life. I mean, I don't want the species to turn into robots, which is coming, you know. The AI revolution. I wonder how fast it'll take robots to get rights, you know? It seems like AI will get rights before women even establish that we have them. And then the AIs will take over. And then the real fear-soaked reality will begin to set in. It's been a picture in my mind my entire life. And now that I know that I often know things before they occur, I feel this AI-soaked fear reality is the future, which is crap because it's not a future any of us want to be in. Unless you're a boy, biologically, like you're in a boy body and that's who you were born as, la la la. They'll be fine. Everyone else is screwed. Hey man, I just want to add, I believe in equality. I believe all is equal. I believe life is equal, whether you're a human or an ant or a dog or a frog or whatever. If you're alive, to me, it's the same thing across the board. No matter what body you're born in, or choose to change to whoever you feel, however you feel, all is valid in my eyes. I don't think it's okay when a group of people think it's okay to put regulations on another group of people's bodies, especially when they don't have the same makeup, so they don't even know how it functions. It just seems, stupid to me. Like when boys tell you, oh, come on, your period doesn't hurt that bad. And I'm like, how the fuck would you know? You don't. And I, for one, can take pain. I am pretty great at it. But that hurts. Like, I'm sick, in bed, can't get up, and if I do get up, I puke. That's how bad it hurts. Do you ever have pain so bad that you puke? That's what my period is like. And it's like messy, and there's so much blood, and it's everywhere. Disgusting? Yeah, well, it happens every month. I don't know why we can't talk about it openly. Isn't it interesting that sometimes the boys are super squeamish about blood if it's coming out of a lady, like for multiple days? But they go hunting and blood sacrifice a deer and it's fine. I don't get it, man. I'm wondering also if the reason I've never felt like a girl, I wonder if it has anything to do with the way that girls are often treated. I don't know. I know I've never felt like a girl. Not even now. Even though I don't feel like a girl, I'm still gonna stand with the girls. Forever. I shall stand with you forever. And we shall go forth and rise together. Things to ponder.